subscribers.
Shabu Bafetu. I just thought that I should make a very quick interview. I think everyone knows what happened yesterday against Orlando Pirates, against Stelis. What a finale it was, but an issue of concern about the controversial goal that happened in goal number 2. But if anyone that has heard my interview, I didn't speak much about goal number 2 as it was very controversial. And I had to somehow, and I did say to the public that I'll read Law 13, which states that each and every set piece should happen at the exact position. I think unfortunately there's a comma there. The comma says except, and it gives all the set pieces that may not be played at the exact point. But yet again, I'm to read it, but it gives that except. That except, there's a comma and except. And people are misleading the public. It is one thing to mislead the public as a general fan, but it's another to mislead the public being a presenter of a show. We are talking about South African football here, and I will not shy away from it. I've mentioned bigger names than the likes of Nkululeko. Nkululeko, you are only a presenter. For you there, it's only to give the panelists that you have in the show for them to raise and analyze the game. But you cannot come and mislead the public without really entering into the laws and reading them accordingly. There was a presenter who was working at SABC2. His name was Thami'S. Thami'S was then fired from SABC2 by misleading the public to saying the Bafana coach of then should be fired. As a presenter, you don't mislead people. You allow your analyst to analyze the game. If you want to be an analyst, allow someone to really be the presenter so that you can be the analyst. But for you to go to the part, I mean, we know what you've said about Orlando Pirates, that we're not going to win, but we don't blame you on that because that's your opinion. But to have an opinion as a presenter and misleading the country, that's a really an issue of concern. And as the only fan who's got a PhD of being a fan, I will dare call you into order. And without, I won't even apologize about that. If I happen to be wrong about I mean what I'm saying, yes, I will be wrong, but I will be corrected. But it doesn't give you any right to come and talk about this big brand and state your opinion as a presenter. It's very wrong and it's very misleading. If you don't want us Orlando Pirates supporters to support your show, we can do that. I mean, you cannot be fair in your analysis. You are not an analyzer, you are a presenter. And I was very hurt this morning when I woke up to your video and seeing how hurt you are. You are a presenter. So Mabagania, we are not. If it happened that we won the game by benefiting, we can never be proud of that. But for a presenter to publicly say that, and state the laws that it doesn't understand. I mean, Law 13. Go and read Law 13. It will tell you that as long as it's less than 30 yards, you can still play the ball. That ball is a controversial goal. It doesn't need a high-profile presenter to go to the public and recklessly speak to say Pirates have benefited. If we don't have referees in our team, we only sign players. But how dare you come and mislead the public? I couldn't wait for tomorrow. I had to make this interview, and we'll call you into order without any shame. You do not have the right to mislead the public. Let your analyst, let someone who's more qualified to be a referee raise their opinions. You understand? You cannot come here as a presenter and mislead the country. No. We can never take that. We can never. I'm not apologetic about this. No, I'm also disappointed when he said that Orlando Pirates robbed in our last game against against Sundowns in the Nedbank Cup. It clearly shows that he's a supporter of Mamelodi Sundowns. There's nothing wrong about being a supporter of Mamelodi Sundowns, but show us, don't hide. You understand? Show us that you are a supporter of Mamelodi Sundowns, and it puts you in a position of dispute. I mean, that's a conflict of interest. As a presenter, you must try and be neutral. You are not fans. You shouldn't belong to any team. You cannot come here and tell us that we robbed while you're a presenter. I mean, the shoe that you're wearing, it does not allow you to to state such utterances. You come here to the public as a presenter and mislead the president. And by the way, I do not have anything against you personally. The problem I have with you is the position that you hold. You cannot go as a presenter and go to the public and say that Orlando Pirates has benefited in the last Nedbank. Even if it was so or otherwise, the shoes that you're wearing does not allow for that, for you to go to the public and say that Orlando Pirates robbed. Had you brought some analyst or anyone, and remember, for you, it's also disrespecting again. I can say to any team that they robbed because I'm a fan, but you cannot go to a team and go and disrespect Dr. Ivan Cause and say that we robbed. Do you understand? You are a presenter of a show. What narrative are you now bringing to the public? And I didn't want to go this because this year, this season, I didn't want to become controversial. But as the president of all fans in the world, who has the right and having a PhD of being a fan, I will tell you, and I'm telling you again, you do not have the right to tell your opinions to the public as a presenter. If you want to raise opinions, have a presenter and analyze the game. Stop being biased. Danko.